Italy is the country that invented beauty, the Roman Empire, the Renaissance, the cuisine that the rest of the world has spent centuries trying to imitate and never quite matched. And the best part? One well-planned week gets you the full picture. Ancient Rome, Renaissance Florence, and Venice, one of the most extraordinary cities ever built, all connected by a high-speed train you board in the morning and arrive on in time for dinner. This is exactly how to spend 7 days in Italy in 2026. The classic route done properly with exactly what to book in advance and what to skip. Let's go. Rome disorients you immediately, not because it is confusing, because it is everywhere at once. A 2,000-year-old aqueduct beside a coffee bar, a fragment of ancient column built into a medieval church wall, fly into Leonardo da Vinci Airport known as Fiumicino. Take the Leonardo Express train directly to Roma Termini station in 30 minutes for 14 euros. Check into your hotel in the historic center, Trastevere, or the Monte neighborhood. All three put you within walking distance of the main sites. Day one is for arrival and first impressions. Walk to the Trevi Fountain in the early evening when crowds thin slightly. Find a traditional trattoria in Trastevere for dinner. Order cacio e pepe or carbonara. Drink house wine from a carafe. It costs almost nothing and it will be one of the best meals of the trip. Get to bed at a reasonable hour. Day two starts early. Start early. Ancient Rome rewards early risers. Book the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and Palatine Hill on a combined ticket through the official website at coopculture.it. Timed entry booked in advance is the only way to avoid queues that run to 2 hours in summer. The Colosseum at 8 a.m. when the light is low and crowds are thin is one of the great travel experiences in Europe. 80,000 people once sat here. The scale is extraordinary and the imagination fills in what the stones leave out. Walk directly from the Colosseum into the Roman Forum, the heart of the ancient world, the Temple of Saturn, the Arch of Septimius, Severus, the Via Sacra, where Roman generals led their triumph parades. Then climb to the Palatine Hill above where Rome's emperors lived, with views across the entire Forum below. Afternoon, the Capitoline Museums and the view from the Campidoglio Terrace across the Forum at golden hour. Evening, Campo di Fiori for aperitivo hour, then dinner back in Monte or Trastevere. Book Vatican Museum's tickets in advance. This cannot be overstated. The queue without a booking in peak season can exceed 3 hours. The official Vatican website sells timed entry tickets. Buy them before you leave home. The Sistine Chapel is at the end of the museum route. Allow 2 hours to walk the galleries before reaching it. The ceiling fresco by Michelangelo, completed in 1512 after 4 years of work lying on scaffolding, is one of the great artistic achievements in human history. The room is usually crowded and often loud. Stand still for 5 minutes and look up properly. That is all it takes. St. Peter's Basilica is free to enter. The climb to the dome costs a small fee, and the views across Rome from the top are exceptional. Allow a full morning for the Vatican complex. Afternoon, the Pantheon, built in 125 AD, and still the best preserved ancient building in Rome. A small booking fee now applies. Go inside and look up at the oculus, an open hole at the top of the dome that has let light and rain fall onto the same floor for 1,900 years. Evening, last dinner in Rome. Order suppli, fried rice balls with mozzarella from a frigatoria, and eat them standing on the street. This is the correct way. Wallace, Vio, days 4 and 5 are in Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance and the most beautiful city in Europe. Day 6 is Venice. Wallace, Vio, keep watching. Take the high-speed Frecciarossa train from Roma Termini to Firenze Santa Maria Novella. The journey takes 1 hour and 30 minutes. Book on Trenitalia or Italo in advance. Prices rise significantly closer to the travel date. Arrive in Florence by midday. Check into your hotel, ideally in the Oltrarno neighborhood or within walking distance of the Duomo. Afternoon, walk to the Duomo, the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, with Brunelleschi's dome rising above it, is the defining image of Florence and one of the most remarkable pieces of architecture ever built. Climb the dome for panoramic views across the city and the Tuscan hills beyond. Book the climb in advance. Capacity is strictly limited. Cross the Ponte Vecchio, the medieval bridge lined with goldsmith shops that has stood over the Arno River since 1345. Walk into the Oltrarno on the south bank, find an enoteca, order a glass of Chianti, and watch the neighborhood. Evening, Piazzale Michelangelo at sunset. A 15-minute uphill walk from the Oltrarno delivers one of the great city views in Europe. Florence laid out below with the dome centered in the frame. Arrive 30 minutes before sunset. Stay until the light is gone. Book the Uffizi Gallery first thing in the morning. The Uffizi contains the greatest collection of Renaissance painting in the world. Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Primavera, Leonardo, Raphael, Caravaggio. Give it at least 3 hours. Book tickets online before you arrive. The Uffizi does not reward walk-ins. Mid-morning, the Accademia Gallery, home to Michelangelo's David. Again, book in advance. The sculpture, 5 meters of marble, completed in 1504, is one of those works that stops you. You think you know it from photographs. You do not know it until you stand in front of it. Lunch, Mercato Centrale, the upstairs food hall, some of the best casual eating in the city. Afternoon, explore the Oltrarno neighborhood properly. Artisan workshops, small galleries, and the best aperitivo bars in Florence. Dinner, bistecca alla Fiorentina at a traditional restaurant. A thick-cut T-bone from Chianina cattle. Served rare with white beans and olive oil. And a glass of Brunello. This is Florence on a plate. Venice should not exist. It was built on water, held together by wooden piles, driven into a lagoon bed, and it has stood for over 1,000 years. The first 10 minutes will prove why it inspires such devotion. Take the morning Frecciarossa from Florence to Venice Santa Lucia station. The journey takes 2 hours. Book in advance. You arrive in Venice and experience an arrival unlike anything else in the world. You walk out of the train station and directly onto the edge of the Grand Canal. There are no cars in Venice, no motorbikes, no buses. The streets are canals. The traffic is water. Your first 10 minutes here will recalibrate your understanding of what a city can be. Take the Vaporetto, the water bus from Santa Lucia along the Grand Canal to San Marco. Window seat right side. This is the most beautiful commute in the world. Afternoon, St. Mark's Basilica and Piazza San Marco. The Basilica is Byzantine in style, covered in gold mosaic that shimmers in the dim interior light. Arrive early or late to avoid the worst of the crowds. The Campanile Bell Tower has the best views across the lagoon. Evening, get lost, put your phone in your pocket and walk. Venice is designed to disorient. That is the point. You will find quiet canals, hidden courtyards, restaurants with no tourists, and bridges with no names. This is the best thing you can do here. Dinner, Cicchetti at a Baccaro, Venice's version of tapas bars, small portions of cured meats, seafood, and polenta. Eaten standing at the bar with a glass of Prosecco. Avoid anything with an English language photo menu mounted outside the door. If this itinerary is saving you hours of research, hit subscribe. We do this for destinations all over the world every single week. Venice in the morning before the day boats arrive is a different city. Wake early, walk to the Rialto Bridge before 7 a.m. The fish market opening beneath it, the canal sounds without the crowd noise, the morning light on the water. This is the Venice that residents know and visitors rarely see. Vaporetto back to Santa Lucia for your train or water taxi to the airport. Marco Polo Airport is connected to Venice by water taxi around 30 minutes or by ATVO bus from Piazzale Roma in around 20 minutes. Allow plenty of time. Venice moves at its own pace and transport can run behind schedule. Budget mid-range travelers should plan for 150 to 220 euros per day, covering a comfortable hotel, restaurant meals, and entry fees. Venice adds a premium at every level. Budget an extra 20 to 30 euros per day there. Budget travelers can manage on 80 to 100 euros per day with hostels, markets, and careful planning. Booking. The Colosseum, Vatican Museums, Uffizi, and Accademia all require advance booking. In peak season, April through October, same-day availability at popular sites is almost zero. Book these before you leave home. Transport. The Frecciarossa high-speed train is the best way to travel between Rome, Florence, and Venice. Both Trenitalia and Italo operate the route. Book 6 to 8 weeks in advance for the best prices. Best time to visit. April, May, and September are the sweet spots. Temperatures are mild, crowds are manageable, and the light is extraordinary. July and August are hot, expensive, and extremely crowded in all three cities. Safety. Italy is very safe. Standard urban precautions apply in busy tourist areas. Keep bags on your front in crowded sites. The Colosseum area and Roma Termini surroundings warrant extra awareness. At Fiumicino Airport, ignore unofficial taxi toots. Use the white licensed taxis from the official rank or book a transfer in advance. 7 days, 3 cities, 2,000 years of history, art, and food that the rest of the world is still trying to catch up with. Rome, Florence, Venice, done properly in the right order with the right things booked in advance. If this helped you plan your Italy trip, hit subscribe. We do this for destinations all over the world every single week. Drop a comment below. Which Italian city are you most excited to visit? And if you have been to Italy before, tell us which part you would go back to first. See you in the next one.